Hi everybody, and welcome tonight to this very short webinar that I'm going to be running on our new Reset program. So I'm so glad to have you here with us. It is such an honour to have you all here. Thank you very much for giving up your time this evening. I absolutely value that. So I will be very, very respectful of your time. So the first thing I wanted to share with you tonight is just something that I think speaks louder than my own words.
Or what advice would you give to someone who might be sitting on the fence and thinking about this? My advice would be, if you don't want another nutrition and exercise program, then do this program, basically, because it certainly is not like any other nutrition and exercise program. As you've said many times, yes, there's nutrition and exercise involved, but it really is about changing your mindset and empowering you and making you a better person. And I think that is the beauty of this program and what makes it different and stand out to anything else, you know. And yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing, and it does change your life, even if it's, you know, basically two little steps have made such a huge difference already to me. And I haven't even implemented everything in the program yet. So yeah, I think do it if you don't want the, say, run-of-the-mill nutrition and exercise program. That would be my advice. Don't hold back.
And for anybody else, I'd pretty much say the same thing. Stop waiting, give it a go. There's no right or wrong. The more you immerse yourself in the program, the more you'll get out of it. And it isn't just another food and exercise program, because whilst that is a component of it, it's not really about that. And the other thing that I really love about your program is its simplicity. So yes, there is a work around the mindset, but the food and exercise is very simple. There's no choice. You can't customise it. There's no overwhelming amount of choice around that aspect of it, which I tend to find difficult. If we've got too much choice, then I worry about, am I doing it? You know, am I choosing the right things, wrong things, all the rest of it. So that's, yeah, I really like that aspect of it.
That's actually really good to hear, because the whole idea for the program was to keep it really simple, so that if we are working on your mindset, that's the major thing. That's what we're trying to change. That's what we're trying to create new habits and help you identify where you've gone wrong in the past. And that's where we want most of your attention being. And we wanted the exercise and the food to be very prescriptive, so you just followed along with that, didn't have to think too much about it, and really focus on, you know, figuring out what has gone wrong in the past, so that we don't just keep going over and over and over again.
And the food is really easy. So the rest of, in terms of the recipes and the meals, you don't need to go out and buy 1,000 new things to make some gourmet meal that your husband's going to spit out after 2 mouthfuls and your kids are going to snip at and turn their nose up. It's real food. It's really simple, and it's not much different from what a lot of us, I think, would eat at some point anyhow. So, yeah.
I'd say to myself, you can do it. And that's what I'm saying to myself now. For someone not sure about it, I think if you're a person who isn't 100% content with where you're at or how things are, and that could be you feel like what you want to achieve is a really long way away, or it could be that, you know, there's just a small gap. I think if you fall into either of those categories, this course is important. It's really important for you, because it's going to propel you to do the things that you know you can do and that you want to do but just can't. It's incredibly holistic, so even things that you weren't aware of are going to be healed or enriched, or I don't know. I'm a bit of a fan, I suppose.
I just wanted to start with just some of our beautiful members who are currently already doing our program. And just because, what's going on here? Just because we, that's better. We've only just launched this program, and it has been just so unbelievable to see some of the changes in our mums doing the program. And this is within a couple of weeks. Like I knew the program was going to be good, but I think even I have been surprised at how effective it has been in such a short period of time. So I really wanted to share with you, some of the thoughts of the mums who are currently going through it at the moment. Okay, so we'll get started. I've just written down a few little notes for myself so that I can keep going and not get off track. I'm very aware of the time tonight for you all. So Reset is a 30-day program, and it has been designed by me for you, for mums. So it's been designed by a mum for a mum. And I think that's really important because I understand the needs of a mum. I have got 4 children. I am very, very fortunate to have been blessed with 4 healthy kids. Andrew is my eldest. He is 15. I have twins, Alexa and Sarai, who are 7. And then I have Felix, who is 5. And I'm fingers crossed hoping that our hubby will let me have a couple more, or maybe one more next year. So we'll see how we go. So first and foremost, I am a mum, and I think that's really important because when I designed this program, I absolutely designed it understanding the minds and the hearts and the needs and the constraints of mums. I'm also an accredited exercise physiologist and exercise scientist. So I have been accredited for over a decade now, and been working in the industry in that capacity. I've also completed a university qualification in nutrition, so I did my postgrad studies in nutrition. Overall, I have 19, almost 20 years experience in the health and fitness industry, and I've spent over 10 years educating and teaching, or lecturing and teaching. So I am absolutely an expert in my field, and I wanted to make that distinction about who I am because I want you to understand that when I put together this program, I do so utilizing all my skills, all my knowledge, all my expertise in combination with just understanding what it's like being a mum and how tough life can be sometimes. So when I was putting together Reset, I currently run a number of online health and fitness programs. We have the Eat Fat Get Fit program, and we also have the Nutrition Bootcamp. And for a couple of years, we've been looking at how we can, in fact, look after our beautiful members who do our 8-week programs and then continue to look after them moving forward. I didn't want to just produce, another online program. I wanted it to be something that was powerful, something that was life-changing, something that would really get women, particularly mums, to change their habits, change their thoughts about themselves, and more than anything else, become empowered. There is an absolute empowerment element to this program in that we are all in this together, and we are in our Facebook group. We cheer each other on, we back each other, we share our highs, we share our lows, and there is a real sense of community that does empower each of us to be brave and to share our innermost, our thoughts. But what I really want to see is that when this program has been, when people are moving through our program rather, that mums do become empowered and they do start to identify the pseudoscience of the health and fitness industry and the crippling messages that often do come out of the health and fitness industry. And then from that place of empowerment, being able to make really great decisions about their health and fitness, to not experience shame or embarrassment about their bodies anymore, or having to question themselves over the decisions that they're making. And from here, from this place of empowerment, I wanted mums to then become leaders within their own families, within their own social groups, and within their own community. I wanted to see mums then moving on and empowering other mums. There's something so incredible about a mum who transforms her life, who takes her power back, who becomes healthy, fit and strong, and then who then is influential to other mums around her. When you are given permission to shine, it gives other mums around you also permission to shine, and that is a powerful thing. So the whole heart of Reset is about this. What we do to achieve this is that there is coaching, there is accountability every single day. We do an onboarding and welcome series. So when you first sign up with us, you go through an onboarding series where you are asked to complete a number of tasks. You watch some videos and complete some tasks. And it's all about identifying where you are right now. It's about identifying the stories that you're telling yourself. And these stories we all tell ourselves, but we have to be truthful about it. Unfortunately, when we blame our situation, blame our family, blame our surroundings, when we play the blame game, we hand our power over to everybody else. And what we want to do in Reset is we want to take that power back, because once you have your power back, you are able to grow, you are able to move forward, and you can stop stopping. The reason why we keep stopping these programs is because we let these stories come back into our lives. We let doubt start to creep into our life. And before we know it, we're not doing regular exercise. We're not eating well, even though when we were doing it, we were feeling so incredible. And that's the thing, after speaking to hundreds of mums and having worked, with thousands of people in the health and fitness industry, one of the things that always, people say to me is, I was feeling great. I felt great when I ate really well. I felt great when I did my exercise, and I don't know why I stopped. And that's what we try and deal with. We get you into a good habit. We help you schedule your day and your week so that you're efficient and so that you are prioritizing things and getting through what needs to be done every single day, including eating well and exercising. We also get you to do reflections. It's so important to reflect back on the week that was and identify the little hiccups that you have, but also, and most importantly, to really congratulate yourself on those things that you did well. How easy is it for us to go, well, I didn't eat well on this day and I didn't do this right. We focus in on the negative so much. We have this negative operating system, and we're trying to get you to focus in on all the amazing things you've done well this week. You could do 50 things perfectly well, and then you do a couple bad, and all you will see are the bad things that you think you've done for that week. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to change these operating systems. So from that negative mindset to a positive mindset. And when we change to a positive mindset, we actually change the way in which our brain fires. We remodel our brain, and that's really exciting. And the more and more we do it, the more it becomes a natural thing to do. We also try and change our operating system. So rather than working out of fear, I'm afraid I'm going to gain weight, I'm afraid I won't look good in my clothes or in my swimmers, or I'm afraid I won't be a good role model for my children, we want to get you to start operating out of love. I love eating this way because I feel so good. I love exercising because I'm getting stronger and fitter and healthier. I love being this role model for my children. If you operate from fear, what you're doing won't last very long. You will continue to burn out. Eventually, it will be too hard because you're not doing it from a place of desire. You're doing it from a place of fear. Once we get you to shift into that point where I want to do this because I am passionate about my life, and I am passionate about being healthy, fit, and strong, and I am passionate about being a good role model for my children, you will continue to do things over and over and over because you want to. And that's what we're trying to work on. We also work with you to construct a realistic plan. We know that we can't achieve everything in the 30-day program, but we try and set up some really good groundwork for you so that you can continue on. We do have a 12-month VIP program that the Reset is the beginning of, and I will talk about that in a little bit. There's only so much we can do in 30 days, but truly to achieve long-term substantial goals, you really need to be doing something for 12 months. And the research shows us that it is at least 12 months. If you can keep the weight off for 12 months, if you can continue in your new lifestyle for 12 months, you are more likely to maintain that lifestyle and that weight loss forever. And that's why we have our 12-month program. Our program is very much family focused. We want you and your family to become like this. We want you to prioritize them. We want you to have great relationships with your children and if your partner, if you have one. And we work hard on trying to build up that family unit and help you to prioritize that. We also have a little education series called Did You Know? Little 5-minute or less videos where we look at topics, just bite-sized to give you a little taste for some of the information in the health and fitness industry. And we dig a little deeper into that in the VIP program. In terms of a huge strength of our of the Reset program is our beautiful community. I'm going to show you our Facebook group. So this is our little Facebook group, and in here we have videos of all of our members chatting away to each other. Now you might be sitting here thinking, oh, I don't want to do a Facebook Live. But I tell you what, when you do these Facebook Lives and when you have a chat to the group, what we always find is that it emboldens the other mums in the group. And it's a way of actually getting to know the community. It's a way of actually getting to know one another. It's so hard to form a relationship with people in an online setting. So we do Facebook Lives where we introduce ourselves. We do Facebook Lives when we have a revelation, when we think of something during the week and we have a little aha moment. And I tell you what, every time our mums have done that, we have all gathered around them and we've cheered them on and we've loved them. And, you know, the revelations that these mums are having, other mums are going, yeah, that's so good. I understand that. I feel exactly the same way. And when they're not feeling great, when they are down and when they're struggling, they're putting that in the group too, and everyone is coming around them and surrounding them in love and building them up. It's a beautiful little group, and I'm absolutely so proud to be a part of it. Okay, so that is our beautiful Facebook community. Now I just need to go back to my PowerPoint. One of the most important things about this group is that there is this ability to be vulnerable. It is a safe space. You can talk about anything you want. You can share any of your thoughts and feelings, and it is so, so incredibly supportive. So in terms of the actual program, we are very clear about what it is we're trying to achieve for you. And I'm going to show you a document that we have. Now, this is for we start off in the 30 days, and these are called our monthly missions. So this is in our first month. We have a number of goals we're working towards. So in the first month, we have some fitness goals, we have some family goals, and we have some personal development goals. In the first 2 to 6 months, the same thing again. And then we also have goals for the 6 to 12 months. So there are absolutely specific things that we are working towards that we want you to achieve. So it's not like you're sort of flapping about in the breeze and you're not really sure where you should be working or what you should be working towards. We have given you a very clear path to follow. We have monthly missions. So every single month, these are things that you should be trying to achieve. We have ways in which we want you to be measuring your progress. And we have monthly goals that we will be setting out for you to do. In terms of some of the other things that we get you to do, this is the daily work. Now, it's a tick and flick, so it's nice and fast, but we have different areas that we're trying to identify that we are actually working on. This is probably one of the things that I think most people get surprised about by how effective it actually is. Creating space. Creating space is every morning getting up before the rest of the family, finding, 20 minutes where you go for a walk, sit and think. Practice gratitude. So think about all the things you are grateful for and then plan your top 3 things. And it is really important that you are only planning 3 things. There is something very important about that number. If we start doing big lists, we feel overwhelmed by them and we don't get through them. When we plan those top 3, we have a very clear, actionable plan for the day, and it's very achievable, and we can in fact tick those things off. If you get through the first top 3, you can then of course add to your list. So every day we go through and we make sure that we are, in fact, completing these activities. We also spend a bit of time at the start of the program identifying some of the stories, some of the facts about where we are at the moment. This can be actually a little bit confronting. And I know for a few mums, it was a very confronting process. I know for myself, I've put myself through all of this as well. It can be really tough having to say, yeah, you know what, this is my fault. I am the one to blame for this situation. And that's a hard pill to swallow. But once you do that, the freedom that then exists on the other side is absolutely incredible. And then we look at how we're going to achieve the goals we want. The person who achieves our goals is not exactly who we are right now. There might be a massive difference between who you are right now and who you need to become. It could be a very small difference, and you just need to make some subtle changes. But it is important to identify for who we need to become, the things about them, their attributes, their mindset, their nutrition, their exercise habits. And we write all these things down because once it's down on paper in front of us, it is so much easier to then to follow and to go back and say, am I doing these things? So if you write down that the person you need to become is someone who had a positive mindset, and you find yourself becoming a little negative along the way, you need to go back to this and say, right, this is not how I'm going to get to where I want to go. So it's a great little tool to have and to continually go back to. Okay, I'm just going to go back to the progressions. So within the progressions, we have 5 key lifts. We have squats, deadlifts, bench press, hip thruster, and chin-ups. We are working towards specific outcomes within these 5 key lifts, and we have goals and targets for you to work towards. So we really try and give you a clear path for the first 30 days and then moving into the 12-month program. Something really important for you all to understand that this program, I'm a scientist. I'm a mum, I'm a woman, I'm a realist, I'm lazy, I'm disciplined in some ways as well, you know. So, you know, I'm just a normal person, and I don't want anyone to feel guilt around food anymore. I don't want any of my mums or anyone, in fact, being on a diet anymore. And I don't want people doing crazy amounts of exercise because you don't need any of them. I don't diet. I don't do a lot of exercise. I do enough exercise to get the results that I want and enough exercise to help control my anxiety because I do get quite stressed and anxious. I don't feel guilty over food. I get annoyed with myself when I don't eat well because it makes me feel yuck, but I'm not feeling guilty over things that I've eaten. So our program incorporates low carb, healthy fat with intermittent fasting and flexibility. We have a day throughout the week. So Monday to Sunday are all themed. So Monday is Monday motivation. Tuesday is Torch It Tuesday. And Torch It Tuesday is all about flexibility. We all share photos of us doing so much, you know, doing things that aren't, you know, technically health and fitness savvy, I guess. I can't think of the right word at the moment. But, you know, we've got people who are sharing photos where they're at the movies with their kids eating popcorn, or they're having a piece of cake with a friend, or their house is messy, or whatever it is. You know, we are showing real photos because we are real people living real lives, and we've got to get rid of the diet mentality. You are never going to completely stop eating cake. You are never going to stop completely eating, you know, these bits and pieces along the way. So what we've got to do is design a program that allows you to have these things in amongst all the rest of it. And that's what and that's how I've designed this. When I designed the Eat Fat Get Fit program and the Nutrition Bootcamp, these are purely low carb programs. And when I put together Reset, I realized I wanted to give my mums exactly what I've been doing. And I have never been 100% low carb. And I've been very honest about that all throughout my journey into the low carb world. I'm about 80% low carb and I'm about 20% whatever I feel like. But the reason why I can have that flexibility is because I'm fit and because I'm strong, because I build that lean muscle. So I'm building my metabolism. If you want to have that dietary flexibility, you've got to build up your metabolism. And that's what we do in our program. We improve your fitness, we build up your lean body mass, and then you can have your cupcake every now and then. And you know what? Life is a little bit sad without a cupcake. Okay, so the VIP program, as I said, it's a 12-month program, and we have that very clear path for you to follow. We do fitness testing, we do education. We're going to have guest speakers who'll come in and do online meetings with us. We're going through myth busting. It's so important that we go through and deal with pseudoscience so that you're not feeling trapped by it. There's a clear focus on women's health. We're going to talk about hormones. We're going to talk about the menstrual cycle. We're going to talk about menopause. We're going to talk about depression, anxiety, all the things that are really important in terms of women's health. We're going to talk about skin and beauty stuff. Listen to me. But the most important thing is that you are going to be accountable. You have a coach who you answer to, who will be in constant communication with you. You have a path that you'll be following. You have an exercise in the 31 Strong program. You will have an exercise program that is specific to your needs. You'll be required to do some food diaries and talking through your nutrition and how you're going. There'll be particular milestones that you need to achieve and that we're working towards you achieving. And then you get that beautiful community who will be cheering you on as well. It is so important for you to understand that if you do join up to any of our programs, there are no lock-in contracts. We don't get you for the first, couple of weeks and then lock you in for 12 months and then forget about you. This is my heart and my soul. I am so passionate about this program. I'm so passionate about mums, and I don't want to trap you into anything or trick you into anything. So if you sign up and you decide this is not for me, it is not a problem. There are no lock-in contracts. You can leave at any stage. But my hope is that you love us so much that you don't want to leave, and that you get not only amazing results in terms of your body, but here. I just want to see mums becoming empowered, shaking off that guilt, shaking off that embarrassment and fear, and really stepping into that power position that's always been there for them. So if you think this is something that you would like, you can sign up. I'll pop this up onto my Facebook page so that you can sign up now. Now, our next program doesn't actually start until the 14th of January. The pre-program starts on the 7th of January, and that's when you will get access and need to get access to our members area, which I will show you. I think I've got that here. So we're going to new share. This is our members area in here. So this is where all of our information is. We are currently at week 3 with our current group. We'll be moving into week 4 next week. So once the pre-program is the 7th of January, so you'll move into the 7th of January, and then you will start on the 14th. However, we are taking enrollments now. So if you do want to secure your place, you absolutely can sign up today if you would like to. We are opening the doors to the program. It is $100 for the 30 days, an absolute bargain. This is a steal. So if you've got any questions, I actually did have, for anyone that would, it's okay, sorry, just talking to myself, having a little conversation. If you do have any questions, and if you would like to find out more information, you can contact me on my Facebook page, or you can contact me via email, naomi@eatfatgetfit.com.au. We would love to have you on board. So you can sign up via the website. You can also sign up via Facebook. I will put the link up there for you. Access will not be given to our Facebook group until the 31st of December, because we have our current group moving through the program. And if we put a whole bunch of new people in right now, it'll just be a little bit hectic and a little bit chaotic. So we're just going to hold off putting in the next group until the 31st of December. And then we will open up the pre-program on the 7th of January and get you started then. And you will hit the ground running on the 14th of January. So we would love to have you. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll let you all go and enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for your time this evening. I absolutely appreciate you being here, and I hope that I get to work with you soon. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.